was. We had some plans to change, so I guess we won't be able to see what was going to happen. So that sucks. We just had a change of plans. So we are on our way back to the shop. But it's cool. Like I said, just investigation had to happen, and they ended up calling this off for now. But it will be back. There's Tesla Cybertruck. So there's that. Get this plugged in real quick. Yep, shit happens. Tis what it is. I got to, I guess, enjoy the air conditioner today, because that's about all we did. Just sit. What had happened was what's up, everybody? Yep. We got turned around for anybody just tuning in. They have an investigation going, so they had to hold off on everything. So we're gonna be delayed in what we was gonna do. So but I just know y'all are gonna love it. Yes, I really don't want to give it away, because it's not the fact that it's not happening today. It's gonna happen later. Just not today. But they gotta do their investigation and complete it. But after that, we'll be good. We're not out nothing. Ironically, you know, they ordered the truck and all that, so that's pretty cool on their part. And they apologize, but that's fine. Hey, that's cool. Hey, shit happens. But it's just they want to run an investigation. They come across some stuff. You know, I don't really want to go into too much detail, but just some weird things, and they just want to go more in depth with it before anything gets destroyed. So we'll see. But it was definitely cool, though. It was different. Like I said, I just sat in the air conditioner all day. I mean, hell, I'm not complaining. Shit. No, I'd rather be doing something, but I mean, hell, this was the first. Enjoying the AC. hopefully, hopefully we can get the AC fixed in that baler there before long. What's up, everybody? Well, the AC. Well, I was talking good about this AC, and now we got a slight problem. Get the window down. Oh, that's some good air though. 89 out there, but rolling it feels good. Darn AC's freezing up on this thing. Slowing the airflow down. Turn the heat on for a minute. Let it thaw all that out. Close the window and go back to AC. Alright, I had to do that once. How's everybody doing? It does. It's nothing to do with us. It's just they ordered us, and then I had ordered it, we got there, we get ready to set up and all that. They found schedule stuff, not about us, not about the companies we're all around. It's about some stuff that was there that was going to get destroyed, that was going to get crushed, that they want to run an additional investigation on. So they kind of turned everybody around. Like until they got going back to be effective and stuff. So, but we will be coming back out whenever they're done with their investigation. But for now, yeah, they kind of send everybody out, send everybody home pretty much. But yeah, it was pretty cool though. We got a road trip today and all that. It just sucks because I was really wanting y'all to see that. It was pretty cool. Well, y'all saw what I saw, man. I'm telling you, it was different. I don't want to give it away because it'll be later on, you know, when we do a video on it. So right now it's just a road trip, you know. Hey, I can see some of the crazy traffic in Memphis and all that good stuff. So, you know, part of it. Both lights are angling out. That's nice. I feel like I've been through here before. mile long. Nope. I was just fixing to hop out. Yeah, I knew that one wasn't long. I saw that orange light and I was like, yep, nope. You won't have time. One of these lights will be long enough. Sure are a lot of them. This might be perfect. This might be where I can do it. Do a stop, buddy. Oh, come on. I was almost fixing to do it. Shit. I thought they were going to let that car go first, you know, turn lane. Let that side go first. Shit. What was I wrong? good service. Now we're turning around from a job site. They launched an investigation on. They had to do some additional, shit. So there's that. Like I said, they found something that was a little sketchy, so they want to kind of dot their I's and cross their T's, if you know what I mean. So they sent everybody home. Maybe, I don't know. So these lights are fast as hell. No, that one is too. Shit. Actually have a chance here if he stops. Please stop in time. The green arrow's going yellow. Are they going yellow? They are going yellow. So shit, it's about to change. Yep, it changed. Fuck. Yep, it changed. Wow, all the lights in Memphis, man. If I come through here by myself, I get caught by every single one of them. I'm stopped for a good minute. Not this. It's like the one time I need to get out of the light. They all decide to be good today. Shoulder over here. able to get a little bit better of a look at her. Kinda, not really. If it was going the other way, you'd see her a little bit better. Why is this guy trying to hide behind me? John 580 CL. Beautiful machine. Drive by slow by the pull out the trailer I got. Yep. Sure are, Steve. I've had the same car behind me like this whole time, exits and all. And like when we was going around the ramp, he was like huddled up behind me, like trying to stay out of view. Kind of weird. Right? No. I'm following. Hell, I ain't driving. Shit, I mean, you know, technically. He doing all the navigating. All I'm doing is following. I don't miss that. Yeah, truck driving, I don't miss it. You had to go there. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm a steering wheel holder right now. I am following the motherfucker. Shit. Yeah, that one guy kind of slipped in on us. Is that a stick? No, it's automatic. So I am a steering wheel holder. Hold up. I ain't even saying that. Y'all on y'all's own on that one. The damn. They stick on the side of you. Jose Jalapeno on a stick. Oh shit, device overheating. Sure enough. It might cut y'all, because once it does that, it's kind of like on a timer, even though I just might cool that dash off a little bit. Yeah, it's probably gonna cut on y'all. Yeah. Once it says that, it's pretty much on a timer. Even if I get the device cold, I can have it cold to the touch. It'll still shut down after a minute. So it might just cut. I'm messing with you. No, it will cut though. So be prepared for that. Alright, we should be back. Yep, we're back. Told you it's going to overheat. So now we're facing away from the sun. That way, kind of. I said we were. Ooh, we just barely made it. That's good, buddy. Take it easy. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, we're back. We overheated, but we're back. Kinda. We'll see if it does it again. Well, now we're in the shade. I think that's what it was. We were still in the sunlight. Now we're facing away from the sun, so we're good now. Hell yeah. I got that visor on it. That's what's on the top left. Try my best trying to keep it cool. I got the darn defroster going and everything with cold air. All right, let's see. I have a chance to do these lights real quick. Yeah, we do got a chance. All right. Perfect. All right. Welcome back. Hell yeah, dude. We're back. Shit. Piece of plywood in the road. What's up, everybody? Good route. A bit out. that flooded section of in Covington. I just remember that. He's blowing up in hell. I watched that Spider-Man No Way Home recently. I forgot how good of a movie that was. Got to see all the old Spider-Mans in it and everything. That was pretty cool. Yeah, but it was a good one. They finally opened that gas station. It only took them about 4 years, but they did it. Hell yeah. This one dark cloud over us, but all these other ones look like kind of like Pixar clouds. Start to a light right. That's probably the worst light they put in. Ain't nobody ever down that road, by the way. It's like you see like at most one car, maybe like on a busy day too. Pull up at that light. They just installed it not too long ago. But it like screws you over if you're in a big truck. You're pulling any kind of weight. It stops you looking uphill. Hell to get back started. All that time they went without that light there. They just had to put the light there. save it update, you can end up back in the time. Takes you take your foot from break the gas. Oh yeah. What's up, everybody? Leslie, Texas, never again. Yeah. Yeah. I remember back when I first started driving, everybody told me it's like the worst advice anybody ever gave me. Go to a big company, they're established. That's the ones you want to be with, you know. Go with one of the major names, you know. Like, that's for instance telling somebody, hey, you should start off at Swift. I mean, it would be kind of fitting, wouldn't it? Anyhow, so I went with Snyder. See, this is before I knew anything about limiters and all that shit, dude. Let me tell you something Snyder's jive ass kept doing. They kept sending my ass down to Texas. And the back road speeds in Texas is 70 miles an hour. And a truck that's governed at 63 miles an hour, you best believe I was making friends left and right, dude. That's the dumbest thing they ever did. These trucks was governing them down to 63 miles an hour. Some of them are down to 60 miles. No, that's the opposite of safe. Anyways, that's all it is. But safety-wise, it's crazy. Because you gotta remember, even though the speed limits are the speed limits out here, everybody goes well above them. And if you're well below it, it's just a fact of the matter that's out here. Everybody's going to speed. Why nerf me down to 60 miles an hour whenever at least give me to what the speed limits of the area are, you know? Alright, the interstate speed around here is 70, at least here, and down there is 75. Okay, set the truck at 75. That's fine. But don't nerf the truck down to 60 and have me running 15 miles an hour, you know, below everybody else. When they're flying, and that's 15 miles an hour for the people doing the speed limit. I'm talking, a lot of these people down in Texas, man, when they're on them freeways, you can expect 80 to 85 miles an hour average. And you got me down at 63. Fuck that. Yeah, I didn't last long there. But I asked him, I was like, hey, so what's the deal with the governor? Is there any way we can remove this governor or anything? No, we can't for safety, blah, yada, yada. And for insurance, that's all it is. They get that big ass cup. We already know what it's about. They did it for insurance. Yeah, exactly, for the brake, yeah. Yep. Because, yeah. Found at fault. Yep. So I'm saying it's always a money thing. It's not for safety. But yeah, dude, I did not last long there at all. But what really did it for Snyder, and this is something I will say to the end of my days, them dispatchers are fucking heartless. And what I mean by heartless, I was sitting down in Texas, mind you, and they kept sending me down there, dude. But they sent me down to Texas. It's hot as hell down in Texas. Everybody knows this, right? At night, it's like 80 to 85 degrees in some places. You know, it was 80 degrees that night. It's muggy as hell. It's just, it's awful, right? When you ain't got an air conditioner. So I run the truck because they advertise when you get the job you're supposed to have APUs and all this other extra shit. You don't. My truck didn't have none of that. All it had in the back was a fan. And so I run my engine. I say it's hot as fucking hell out here. If they expect me to get any kind of sleep and actually work, I'm idling this truck. So I bump the cruise up, you know, get it set to a higher idle, you know, like a bump over standard idle, because I know they'll shut off automatically in like 5 minutes or so if you just let it idle itself, or 10 minutes or something like that. But I bumped my idle just a little bit, that way it would stay on. And I'll be damned, dude, if like after 30 or 40 minutes or so, or no, it was over, you know, I got to sleep. Yeah, I was asleep. The truck shut off. I'm starting to get hot. You know, I wake up from being hot. So I went to the front and I was like, well, the truck just shut off. What the fuck? So I fired it back up. Didn't think nothing of it. Bumped the throttle up again. Went back there and started getting comfortable again. Just about to go to sleep. It shuts off, and this time I catch it. So I was like, what the fuck? I fire it back up, and it shuts off immediately after that. And then a message comes across that fucking screen they got in there, that PeopleNet shit. And they pissed me the fuck off with that. That dispatcher sitting in her fucking cozy ass fucking office, you know, with the AC on, not having to worry about a damn fucking thing. I'm sitting out here in the fucking smeltering ass heat of Texas, trying to get some sleep. And this bitch says, turn your fan on. Bitch, you come turn the fan on. Come over here and let some hot, warm, muggy ass air blow onto you. Yeah, they got on me for idling my truck. Hell yeah, dude. Hot as hell, they expect me to get a sound night's sleep with a fucking fan on me inside of a tin can that's getting hotter and hotter. Like that. So yeah, I took and drove that truck right back. Loading off. I dropped that load off and I you know, trailer and all, I come right back to that office. I said, hey, fuck that. This job ain't for me. Y'all was nice enough I returned this fucking truck. I was nice enough to even return the truck, because man, I was at the point of, you know, calling somebody to come get my ass, leaving that motherfucker right where it was at. But I had my car at the center, so I said, you know, fuck it, I'll get my car back first. Yeah. Yeah, no, I never look back. They still send letters every now and then. Be like, oh yeah, you want to come work for us? This and that, you know, we see that, you know, you worked for us before. I like, y'all remember what happened before, didn't you? I remember I asked that one time, they called me and they said, hey, you still interested in, like, you know, getting a job with us, you know, coming back to us, yada yada yada. I said, y'all's truck still governed down to 63? She said, for safety. I said, nope. Hell no. Oh, I wished I would have. Now that you say it, yeah, I wished I would have. That would have been the ironic thing. But now they would have remotely shut it off. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I wouldn't work for them. I had nothing but a bad time with them. First off, it's dumb as hell to limit a truck down to 63. Second off, it causes what I call a cluster truck on the highways and interstates. Yeah, and anybody that drives trucks, seeing, you know, this, when you're going down the highway, you're ungoverned, right? You're running the speed limit, maybe a little bit above. You're running down the highway, and next thing you know, you come to a cluster of fucking trucks. And this cluster is always like this. They're all governed. They're all close to, like, within, like, barely half a mile an hour of each other. And it's all the weight. Like, some of them are light, some of them are you know, are heavy. And it's just like the smallest hills and shit, and they just all stay around each other. Call them pumpkin trucks, cause oh yeah, I've heard that one. But yeah, dude, it's desperate for drivers. They'll take anyone with a pulse. They don't seem to understand what it takes to keep drivers. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. They pissed me off with that. So I was done with them. Ain't no coming back from that. That whole cutting that fucking truck off on me, and then that damn dispatcher gonna come across that computer screen and you know, she typed it out, you know, that we don't idle our trucks. It's not fuel efficient or something like that, or it uses too much fuel. And I typed back, you know, like, it's fucking hot out here. It's Texas, you know. And she said, run that fan. I was done. It flipped a fucking switch in my head so fast, I was done. It don't take much like that. I mean, like, if you leave that just bad, you know, just vibe about it, you know, it flips a switch in my head. I'm done. There ain't no change in my mind. It's done. It's like that night when we had that whole family conundrum. I mean, by family, it was my wife's sister, over that whole deal with me having to run her to go get, you know, her cigarettes and all that, you know. And she said, get over it. It flipped a switch, and it's done. She's out. She's gone. I don't give two shits where she's at. If she's sitting there rattling the can on the side of the road, I couldn't give two shits less after what she put us through. Fuck that. I gave you over a year of leisure time to get your shit straight. You failed. So I mean, fuck you in your entirety. Anyhow. Yep. You know, treat drivers with respect. They wind up with a 400% turnover rate. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. But that was the first big company I went with. I drove scrap truck before that, you know. It's just I was wanting to get, you know, like a better paying job, this and that. By the way, that's a fucking lie too. That's the biggest lie they spout going up and down the highways on the back of their trailers. That whole $75,000, you can make, yearly bullshit. That's utter and total bullshit. Let me tell you how they can legally say that and not actually pay it. There's something called what was it? Your safety bonus. So safety bonus is how they get away with it. It's a lot of money if you were a robot and was able to actually achieve it. So let me tell you how this safety bonus works. If somebody pulls out in front of you, cuts you off, and you have to slam your brakes a little bit hard, it trips a computer in your truck. You just lost your safety bonus for that month because of that little incident. Now, mind you, how often in a month do you get cut off by cars? How often in the month do you have to slam your brakes, here and there, because idiots, right? They're everywhere. They're all around us, all right? Hell, there's been a couple of times he's had to do it on the way up here. Cars cutting him off, You got to try to not kill him, right? If the wind blows too hard, now that little tip-over sensor they got, they do it for like when you go around ramps and shit. They got the sumbitch so sensitive that if the wind blows hard, I shit you not, I've heard this go off, me in the back of the truck. I'm parked for the day and heard the tip-over sensor go off from the wind blowing outside, rocking the cab a little bit. The tip-over sensor went off. So anyhow, you get that, you lose your safety bonus. You have to be a perfect robot. I remember the safety, the wall of safety. There was like 2 people on that whole ass wall they had there. Nobody's ever achieved it except for those 2 people. And honestly, they're probably fake. They probably did that just to, like, well, these guys actually made it, this and that, yada, yada, yada. They had their millions of miles wall over there, who had, 5 million miles, whatever club they was in, yada, yada, yada. But as far as the safety bonus wall, there was only 2 people over there, and I honestly want to say those are fake. Because the safety bonus was like, it was up there, it was like $4,500 if you get it in that month. So if you figure that by the year, they can legally spout off that they give you like $75,000 a year. And it's bullshit. It's a potential of $75,000 a year that you will never achieve. You'll never make it. You will never make it. Like, I'm talking, you lose your safety bonus if you don't shut your truck off after 3 minutes at a red light. They want you to shut your truck off 3 minutes, after you're at a red light, and then fire it back up whenever the light's green to save fuel and conserve fuel. If you don't do that, and your truck idles more than 3 to 4 minutes, you lose your safety bonus. See how impossible it is to get this motherfucker? You're going to be running on a starter the whole time you're driving, pretty much. Yep. It was some bullshit. You had to stick to the exact route. If you deviated from that route over, I think it was like 4 miles or 5 miles, if you had to go 5 miles out of the way of the route, oh, dude, they start charging you. At that point, you start getting charged per mile. It comes out your check. And, of course, you lose your safety bonus. Yeah, I know. That's how it normally is when you drive a truck. If it ain't got an APU on it, dude, the second that engine fires up at the beginning of the week until the second you get home and shut it off, that's the time it gets shut off, is when you get home. If you ain't got no APU or nothing, no, fuck that. I'm idling my truck. Every other company after that, which I stuck to small local companies after that, Family member of mine, he drove for almost, I want to say 15 years, and then he got into something else, and he's been doing that for the rest of his life, pretty much. Well, now he went back, so he finally retired from that and said, I'm going to go back driving. And the same company that turned into this ultra massive company that does flatbed, what's their name? They had the black trucks with the gold like little striping on the logo, but they what are they called? But they're flatbedders. They oh yeah, dude. Had I known, I would have never done it. But yeah, I was fresh to truck driving at the time. But he went back to drive for them after they had blown up into this huge massive company, and he said he didn't even last fucking 8 months. Mind you, he drove a long time for these people. He didn't even last 8 months. He ended up getting a hell of an opportunity, and we're back again. Get overheated again. anybody can avoid that Snyder, man, I'd avoid it. Well, I smell his brakes. Trucks look good, man. It's just, yeah. That's like another company that tried to get me after Snyder was Maverick. And I found it, because this is now I knew about the limiters, and now I found out Maverick was limited down to like 65. I was like, fuck that, dude. I'm not doing that. You know? I'm gonna have to be with a company that don't have a limiter. I'm telling you, dude, there's some highways, which everybody knows this, there's highways that are 80 miles an hour, you know? And again, how fast do you think people are going down them 80 mile per hour speed limit zones? They flying. They're doing easily 90 to 100, you know? And you're sitting at 60. Fuck that. Yeah. Yeah, no, now I know you're talking about. The other one I'm talking about was they had I think they run Freightliners, I want to say, black Freightliners with the gold letter. It was like a 3-letter company or something like that. I'm trying to say JBL or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, those are the ones that are limited. But that's what I'm saying. As far as like Snyder and all them goes, no, fuck them. Because like I said, I've been down 80 mile per hour highways, and I'm telling you from experience, and anybody that's been down them, what do people do? They're running 85, 90, you know, 95, because some of them stretches are long. I mean, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. It's clear, flat, nothingness. So I understand it. Yeah, of course, anybody would, right? But when you're a semi-truck going 60 miles an hour, you're kind of, you know, left out there to die. Buy your own truck, yeah. Yeah. That'd be the best way too, yeah. There was a way, there was a trick to bypass the governor on them trucks, but if you ever get caught doing it, you know, fuck it, I wouldn't care. You already got a high enough turnover rate as it is. They were telling us about that, you know. They knew there was a way. They're saying, you know, if one of those guys that's high up in the company sees a cider truck fly by them, well, they're going to get your truck and trailer number and they're going to report you. Okay. And fire me, motherfucker. Let's see. We're heading back to home base. Yeah, we got turned around off a job. They're doing an investigation, so they sent everybody home. So we couldn't even crush yet. We didn't even get set up. We still connected to the same truck. Here, we dropped the baler. Yeah, they had a discrepancy on what they found, and they had to launch an internal investigation. So they're going there. So we'll get it later on though, but it's after they're done with their investigation. But it would have been awesome. It would have been. I've been going since. I've been up since 4:30 this morning, and I've been going since about 5. I'll say I was rolling out of the house around 5:15, 5:20 something. Got to the shop around 5:40. I want to say 5:45. Started on the baler, you know. I've been going since then. Shit, we won't even make it home. It's gonna be a little later by the time we make it home. Make it back, we gotta drop this baler, so we gotta figure something out there too. Then I gotta drop this ambulance there and hook up with my truck so I can go home. Somebody fired up a grill around here. I smell it. Just went for a road trip, yeah. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Just went for a road trip. Jake brake ain't working. Well, that ain't working. Here's that flooded section for anybody who wants to know. We're about to get into it. Go ahead and roll these windows up because we're about to get sprayed. I'll roll the back ones down so it keeps some airflow in here. Say the water went down quite a bit because it was all the way up in these docks. Like all this right here was up. They must have got it drained, I guess. Like it was all up to that dock right there. Oh, so they drained it. All right, cool. All this shit was underwater. Like, I'm talking, people were driving through one little strip right here this morning. I guess they found the backup, cleaned it out. Well, okay. So I was getting ready to go for a splash. They wanted to sell that place after that tornado. It barely clipped it. All them houses over there were gone. All those are new. I still see they're working on stuff, you know. I mean, I understand the road and all that. I'm talking about over here where all the damage was, and mind you, it's been, that's a sketchy spot to be. It's been about, what, 3 years now? No. 4 years. It's been 4 years, right? Yeah. 4 years and it's still getting fixed. I think they're just now finishing up on that school over there. See, over here, I guess that's the difference between here and out like in the plains and all that. A lot of times when tornadoes just hit in fields and they go away after that, it's kind of gone after you know, after one season of planting. You know, like all the damage is gone. Here you can see all the scars of it, even in the trees. Oh, you can clearly tell where it passed through at. This bank right here, it got tore up. Now they're making it into a gas station. Okay. Interesting. Oh, you know what'd be cool about that though? You could have a beer vault. Actually use the old bank vault, call it the beer vault. It's like an extremely nice, well-built gas station. Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked. Funny. Let's see a joke for him. I watched that Tiger King purely off of a meme. 100% watched it because of me. There was a guy sitting on his couch and says, "Oh, what's this? Tiger King? Huh, I guess I could check it out." He goes to watch it. It says by episode 2, he's sitting there dressed like what's his name, like the Tiger King guy himself, but holding a shotgun with the mullet and the hat, the cowboy hat or some shit, you know, saying, "That goddamn Carol Baskin, the bitch." I said, "I gotta watch it now." Yeah, by the second episode, that goddamn Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. Yeah, that was weird. That was just a whole weird setup there, what they had. Yeah, dude, it was weird. It was definitely weird. Like the Walmart truck that come in, man. They had that truck come in. It had like a bunch of beets and frozen shit on it, you know. And they were feeding the tigers, but also the employees. They were all eating shit off of that truck, you know. Mind you, expired foods and shit like that. Yeah. Yeah, that dude, he was definitely off. All of them were. That was just weird. And then that dude shot himself playing with a freaking revolver. Was it a revolver he was playing with, or was it? I think it was. And they caught the shit on camera too. Obviously, they didn't, you know, show the full on what happened, but yeah, their own office camera caught it. Back there playing with it, put it against his head. Said, "See, look how safe it is. It won't go off." Natural selection at its finest. So guess what, buddy? It went off. I tell you that, but I think you already know. I have a sneaking suspicion you already know. Damn, that's the dumbest thing you could do. How'd you end up in the afterlife? See, what had happened was some sort of ride. I think it was at the moment that his screen went black that he realized that fucking safety didn't work. Connection lost. Oh man. In here, too. God, tune your exhaust, people. Jesus. Sounds awful. Golly. That shit sounds so restricted. He must have cut his exhaust and dropped like an 1 7/8 tube in between. That shit's just fart bubbling everywhere it goes. Yeah, dude almost pulled out and got hit. Holy shit. Yeah, back your ass up. I'm nuts. That's what it sounded like. Remember the old 5.7s, the 90 model Chevys that had that 1 7/8 exhaust? They run all the way out, and people would take and cut that stock muffler off, and they would just straight pipe it. That's gotta be the worst sounding bubbly ass shit you ever heard in your life. And they used to run all up and down the road with them. I think that shit sounded good. You drop it back, you do you at least do 2.5 all the way out. 2 inch, 2.5, or if you can get your hands on it, you know, like if you can afford a 3 inch, you know, up to an X pipe or at least an H pipe or something like that, you know, do something. Put some MagnaFlows on there, put some turbo exhausts, you know, on there, not turbos, you know what I mean, turbo mufflers. Put something like that on there, man. Just, you know, make it sound good. Don't run around with bubbles coming out the end of your exhaust. Jesus. It's like squatting is like the #1 dumbest thing you can do. That's the #2. It's like people on these Dodges, man. They would take and stick them extra long, wide-ass mirrors on them, or they'd have those ones that extend out and just run around everywhere with the mirror extended all the way out. That's gotta be the 3rd dumbest thing you can do to your truck. Although I haven't seen that trend here lately. It was popular there for a little bit. Now you don't see it. I guess people realize just how dorky that shit looks. That's why everybody's making fun of them. Like, they remember those sprayers? It goes out in the field and all that. They'll have those tips stuck up, you know, and they say, "Look, I'm a Dodge." Yeah, they'll put them big ass tow extension mirrors and never tow a trailer in their life. They'll either tow a trailer that's a regular trailer, but they'll never tow a trailer that would require those mirrors at all. Longest time, man, there was a nerd, and you'd think this guy would have learned his lesson by now, man, because he got roasted by everybody. He got roasted by everybody. He got smoked by everybody. I think the only cars he ever could compete with was something that was in his class, which was like 100 brake horsepower. He had a Honda Civic. I shit you not. It was a Honda Civic, and the only reason I know it was under this hood is because my buddy has a shop who this car was at getting an oil change. By the way, you don't change your own oil. Anyhow, weird. He was at the shop getting his oil changed. And I happened to walk in there, and it was that car. It's that racer that everybody saw running around, the town all the time, trying to race everybody. And all he did was he spray painted his valve cover. He stuck like a K&N, or it wasn't K&N. That's premium shit. He stuck like a, what was that, Spectra? He stuck Spectra on there. And that was it. Bone stock everywhere else. Everywhere else was bone stock. No turbo, no nothing. Alright? Even then, I mean, we already knew it was a bone stock car. Hell, he couldn't beat nothing. He couldn't run nothing. But man, he had that damn fart pan on that thing and everything. Primered up body. Typical shit, dude. Had the big ass gaudy Amazon wing on the back. Stickers galore. He had that stick-on hood vent. That shit was funny. Even the grate that was at the front wasn't real. It was a sticker. Oh my god, dude. Cram it. What's up? Oh, that's the diddler. Yeah. But yeah, dude. One day I was out with my 66, and he just kept pissing me off at the Walmart parking lot. He kept following me around the Walmart parking lot. I was like, dude, I'm doing normal, like, fucking shit, you know? I'm going to the store, I'm going to get gas, shit like that, you know? And this motherfucker's following me around trying to race me. So I got pissed off. I said, alright, head out to the highway. So we head out to the highway, start getting out of town, and right where it opens up and it's long straightaway, I beat the horn, and then I shit you not, I hit the gas, and I mean, you would think to this day he still wouldn't try to run people, and he still run people. I took his ass to Gapplebee's. I'm talking, his ass was gone, like way the fuck back there, and he still tried to race me. What the fuck are you thinking at this point? Why? Does something not compute in your brain? You don't have the car for it, or at least tune the motherfucker. At least do something other than an aftermarket air filter and spray paint on your cover, on the fucking shit intake. Alejandro or something like that. Yeah. What's up, buddy? It wasn't too long. It was probably about a year after that we stopped seeing that car. So I guess it finally had all it could get, all it could take, and it blew up. I'm assuming probably sitting rusted out somewhere. Street engine. Shit, I think I was kicking on dyno. It was around 400 some odd horsepower with like 500 something on the torque. It was like 530, 540 something on torque. It wasn't nothing crazy. I still smoked the motherfucker. Like I had a 6.2, you know, full on fucking twin twirly boy sent to the moon, you know. Now I just had a mild little street engine, 350. Or yeah, that was a 350. Yeah, that one was, I think. Yeah. I've had so many engines in my truck, and I legitimately have to remember. My truck was the test platform for a lot of engines. Break them in, you know, test them out, dyno, the whole nine with my truck. My might drive them around for a little bit, you know. Some engines I like, some engines I absolutely hated. 454, I love it. I love a 454, man. It's a great engine. Kiss your gas mileage goodbye. If you build that motherfucker, you can kiss that shit goodbye. Your ass ain't making it a town over and you already have to put gas in it. Was it worth it? Yeah. Oh yeah, in a heartbeat, yeah. But you ready to spend some money on some gas. That would have actually been a good light to put that light back in. Yeah. Alright, we're almost. Yeah. As soon as I get back, we gotta set the baler up again where it was, and then I guess, yeah, that's it. Yeah, just set the baler up. 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah. Well, it's 5 o'clock here. Yeah. Yeah. No, my day's not over with yet. So it's gonna take a little bit to get this baler set. Get them back in and get it all set up and whatnot. So today's just been a road trip day, I guess. I ought to rename the stream Road Trip Stream. I didn't even get to destroy nothing today. Well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. We don't like too much longer. But y'all take it easy. It was nice hanging out with everybody. My ass is tired as hell. But oh well. I didn't do nothing today. But y'all take it easy. Nice hanging out with everybody, and hopefully we'll be able to see what I was talking about, you know, later on. But yeah, y'all take it easy. Bye everybody. Bye Stan. Bye Surf Right. Might go check out Surf Ride's channel. And Steven too. Steven's got some videos. He tore down a house with a track hoe. And then you got Certified. He's got a live garden going on right now. He's still working on the bot though. You should be able to communicate with the bot when he's all done. But you can see the progress of his garden. So if you're into gardening and all that, perfect. That'd be a channel for you. Everybody, you destroyed a few gallons of diesel. No shit. Yeah, I destroyed some diesel. But yeah, y'all take it easy, everybody.